3, 2, 1, blast off! Watch that giant rocket roar up into the sky, faster than a race car, faster than a jet plane, all the way up to where the stars live. But wait, how does a spaceship even do that? And once it's way up there, how do the astronauts breathe? Why are they floating around like little balloons? And how in the world do they get back home again? Hey everyone, it's me, Globe, and today we are going on the biggest adventure ever, all the way to outer space to find out, how does a spaceship work? Strap in nice and tight because this one is out of this world. Say hello to my new friend Cosmo the astronaut. Cosmo is curious about absolutely everything, and Cosmo is about to climb inside a real spaceship. Even Biscuit the puppy is wagging his whole body, ready for the countdown. But first, let's figure out how that spaceship gets all the way up to space. Okay, here's the big problem. Earth is always pulling everything down toward the ground. That pull is called gravity. It's the reason your ball comes back down when you toss it up high. So to reach space, a rocket has to push up harder than gravity pulls down. But how does a rocket push that hard? Here's the secret. Inside the rocket is a giant tank of fuel. The rocket burns that fuel and makes a huge blast of hot gas. Then the rocket shoots all that gas straight down out the bottom, whoosh! And when the rocket pushes the gas down, the gas pushes the rocket up. It works just like letting go of a balloon. Blow up a balloon, let it go, and poof! The balloon zooms across the room as the air rushes out the back. A rocket does the exact same thing, just a zillion times bigger and a zillion times louder. Biscuit had to cover his little ears at that giant rocket roar. And get this, the rocket has to go so fast to beat gravity. Way faster than a race car, faster than the fastest jet plane. About 17,000 miles per hour. That is so fast, you could zoom all the way across your whole country in just a couple of minutes.
Now, my buddy Pencil had a question. Pencil said, Globe, once the spaceship is up there, why don't the astronauts just open a window and let in some nice fresh air? Oh, Pencil, there is no air out there in space. If an astronaut opened a window, all the air inside would whoosh right out into nothing. Pencil thought about that for a second, then very slowly erased the little window from his drawing. Good thinking, Pencil. But wait, that brings up something wild. If there's no air out in space, then how does an astronaut like Cosmo even breathe up there? Great question. Here's the trick. The spaceship is sealed up super tight like a giant bottle with the lid screwed on nice and snug. And inside that sealed up bottle is lovely breathable air, just like the air in your room right now. When astronauts first launch, they carry big tanks of oxygen with them from Earth. But up on the space station, astronauts live for months and months, and they can't keep bringing tanks forever, so they do something amazing. They make their own fresh oxygen out of plain water. They zap the water with electricity, and it splits apart, and out comes the oxygen they breathe. Scientists call that clever trick electrolysis. And a special machine scoops up all the old, used-up air the astronauts breathe out, so the air inside always stays fresh and clean. Now, Pencil, decided he wanted to be an astronaut too. So Pencil wrapped his whole body in crinkly aluminum foil, plopped a big round fishbowl right on top of his head, and announced, "Look everybody, I built my very own spacesuit, and it cost me nothing." I had to stop him. "Pencil," I said, "you can't breathe inside a fishbowl." Pencil's voice went all muffled and echoey. Oh, good point." Even Biscuit tilted his head sideways at that one.
Okay, now for my absolute favorite part. Have you ever seen astronauts in space just floating around like they weigh nothing at all? Flipping upside down, bouncing off the walls, sipping floating little balls of water right out of the air? Why does that happen? Most people think it's because there's no gravity up in space. But here's the big surprise. That is not true. There's actually tons of gravity up there. Earth's gravity reaches way, way out into space. So, why are astronauts floating? Here's the mind-blowing answer. They're falling. The whole spaceship is falling toward Earth all the time. But, and this is the magic part, the spaceship is also zooming sideways unbelievably fast. So fast that every single time it falls toward Earth, the round Earth curves away underneath it, and the spaceship keeps missing the ground. It just falls around and around and around the whole planet forever. That looping path is called an orbit. And because the astronauts and the spaceship and everything inside are all falling together at the same time, they all float. Scientists call that floaty feeling microgravity. Think about a big drop ride at a fair. When your seat suddenly drops and you fall, your tummy does a little flip and anything loose floats up for just a second, right? Well, astronauts feel that all day long. Their tears don't even drip down. They bubble up around their eyes. And their food floats right off the plate. Imagine doing somersaults in the air all day. That's their everyday life up there. And speaking of floating, while I was busy talking, Little Biscuit found Cosmo's spare helmet and squished himself right inside it. Now Biscuit is wobbling all over the place, with that big round helmet covering his whole body and just his tiny puppy legs sticking out the bottom, bonking into everything. Cosmo had to gently lift the helmet off, and pop, out came Biscuit, looking very pleased with himself.
Classic Biscuit.
So Cosmo blasted up to space, breathed nice fresh air, and floated around having the time of his life. But now, it's time to come home. And this part might be the trickiest of all. To come back down, the spaceship fires its engine to slow itself down, and it starts dropping back toward Earth. But remember how super fast it's flying? When something falls that fast and slams into Earth's thick air, it rubs against the air so hard that it gets blazing. Hot, hotter than a pizza oven, hotter than melting glass. So how doesn't Cosmo turn into toast in there? The bottom of the spaceship has a special tough shield called a heat shield. That shield soaks up all the burning heat and keeps the astronauts inside nice and cool and safe. Then, as the spaceship slows down and gets closer to the ground, big bright orange parachutes burst open at the top, thwoomp, and they float the whole spaceship down gently, slower and slower and slower, until it splashes softly into the ocean. Biscuit's ears perked straight up at that big splash, and then speedy boats race over to scoop up the astronauts and welcome them home. Cosmo made it! Hooray! And here's one last little surprise. Some astronauts say that after floating in space for months, their bodies forget how heavy things are. So when they finally come home, even a tiny spoon feels super heavy in their hand. How wild is that? Let's sing it out, Wonder Clay style. Fire and fuel send the rocket up high. Sealed up air lets you breathe in the sky. Falling around makes you float, not fall. A shield and a chute bring you home. That's all. So there you go. A spaceship blasts up by pushing hot gas down. Astronauts breathe sealed up air and even make oxygen out of water. They float because they're falling around the whole Earth super fast. And they come home safe behind a heat shield and big bouncy parachutes. Next time, you look up at the dark night sky and spot a tiny moving dot drifting by. You'll know that just might be a spaceship with astronauts floating around inside, falling around our planet again and again. Subscribe, hit that like button, and check out our playlists below for tons more Wonder Clay adventures. See you next time.
Bye-bye.